What's up everybody, Brian Earhart here with Team Discraft. We are at the iconic toboggan course yet again for another episode of Level Up. Today I'm joined here by four of arguably the longest throwers on Team Discraft, and today we're going to talk about distance, everyone's favorite topic. Let's get into it. Nearly every player I've ever worked with in regards to lessons has brought up distance as one of their main goals to improvement. What a lot of players do to add distance to their game is simply change the equipment that they throw. If you're a recreational player and you just want to squeeze out a little extra distance, changing disc can be a fantastic way of doing that. But if you're one of the players that truly wants to expand your skill ceiling and add more distance to your repertoire truly from a physical standpoint, speed is what a lot of players actually want but don't realize. So before I throw it to our big arms to show you what they do for distance, I want to bring up a couple of things that I see most often that rob players of extra distance from their upper body and lower body. So for the upper body, the biggest misconception that I've seen players have about throwing a disc is the word pull. The word pull or pull through in regards to the upper body in the backhand throw is a word that's been thrown around for a very, very long time. It's starting to get talked about a bit more now as something that might not be truly accurate, and I want to reiterate that in this video. So when it comes to the word pull or pull through, the visualization that it gives people most of the time is that they have to pull the disc close to their body like this in order to throw the disc. What this does, unfortunately, is it creates a lot of issues in the backhand throw. What I see mostly that players do that robs them of distance is this pulling motion, where instead of stepping and rotating into the shot, they are pulling and falling over into the shot. This robs you of a couple key levers: your shoulders and torso rotating into the shot, and also this forearm extension does not happen when your brain is telling you pull like this. It's more of a spin and throw motion. We take our X step, we rotate our shoulders. Right when we plant, we turn into this hip point and eject the disc out. So again, a lot of players, when they think of pull, I see them reach back and their elbow pulls very close to their body. We really don't want that because we lose this forearm lever. So what we want actually is space between our elbow and our torso. So when we do throw, we're not leaning over to throw, turning our shoulders, stepping, and rotating into the shot. With the feet, it also has something to do with the pulling motion. Cross step is the biggest robber of distance that I see a lot of players have. So with the cross step, a lot of players have too long of a cross step, and this is talked about in more detail in my X step deep dive that we released a little bit ago. But what it does for timing in the backhand throw, especially with players that think pull, is it creates this timing break between your hand and your back foot. So now when you try to take this final step, you reach full extension early, you're bent over, and now you have to throw and lean into the shot like this in order to get distance. So you rob yourself of that really nice rotational momentum into your brace foot. So again, with the feet, a lot of players who like this falling over pulling motion will not stop here and then rotate against this front foot. They'll throw and fall over the shot to throw the backhand. So really, in 99% of players that I've done lessons for that want more distance, those are the two biggest mistakes they've made. Regardless of if they believe that pulling is close to the body like this or not, the fact is the elbow compromises, falls close to the body, and the feet are very long and clunky. Ideally, to fix this, we space the elbow from the torso and we quicken our footwork and we make it a little bit more perpendicular to our target. Again, for the feet, the X Step Deep Dive video is a fantastic resource for that. But enough of me talking about this. Let's jump into our professional players and get an insight into how they approach distance and how they've improved their distance over time. So again, we are on hole 14 at the toboggan, original hole 13, where the original Discraft distance video was shot. We're at a brand new tee pad, a little bit farther than that original video's tee pad. Now to the top of the hill on this hole, how far do you think this shot is playing?
Wow. Yeah, I feel like.
What do you think?
I feel like it plays like 550 to the top of the hill, and then maybe like 600 to the basket, something like that.
You guys agree?
I think it's a little bit funky because just to like get to the top of the hill is probably 550, but as soon as you crest that hill, you get another 50 feet of distance immediately.
That's true.
So as soon as you get over the top,
you're gonna coming in on hyzer, but
See,
I'd
like,
say even a little further than 6 to the basket.
Yep, I can see that.
So it's a smash.
It's absolutely so far.
All right, let's get after it. Let's do it.
How's it going, everyone? Ben Calloway of Team Discraft, and what I like to throw for max distance shots is the Z Nuke. Typically the grip that I use for pretty much every single shot is a pretty standard power grip. If you can see it on camera here, all 4 fingers are tucked underneath the rim. If I were to give a tip for anybody who's trying to get some distance, for me personally, I actually enjoy a nice hyzer flip to left to right shot. So one thing that I need to do is position myself on the tee pad, which is, if you're looking at it from the camera's perspective, on the far right side, and then you want to finish to the far left side. So that way you are using and utilizing most of the fairway to shape that shot.
What's up, guys? I'm Ezra with Team Discraft, and like Ben, I also like to throw nukes for my distance shots, control distance or max distance. I just change the stability a little bit. For my grip, I also go with a kind of a standard power grip, get it kind of in the crease of my hand right there, wrap all 4 fingers around to make nice solid contact, thumb just kind of on the inside of that rim. So pretty standard stuff. My one tip for distance is going to be about timing. I think timing is probably the most important part of getting extra distance. And what I like to think about for timing is keeping the disc kind of close to my body throughout the entire throw, throughout the X step. And once you get to that X step, you want the disc to reach back at the same time that plant foot touches the ground. So you get into that X step, and then right there, if you can get this foot and this disc to line up as far as timing goes, and then power through, that's going to be the most efficient way to get some extra speed on your disc.
Hey, I'm Aaron Gossage from Team Discraft. I'm here to talk to you about distance. I know I'm a little different than a lot of players, especially as far as the grip goes. So when I was a kid, I just kind of didn't see the need for putting the pinky on there, and eventually I didn't even put the ring finger on there. So I'm one of the few players throw a 2-finger power grip. I like to just hold it nice and firm with my index finger and my middle finger. I think it gives me a little bit more pop out of my hand, get a little more snap. And I like to really grip the disc, like nice and firm. I throw Z Nukes for my distance shots. This one's from Chandler Fry. He was nice enough to give me one of these really stable Z Nukes. Been my go-to distance, reliable, stable power shot for quite a while now. And just kind of a tip for helping improve your distance, I would say, is kind of driving your front leg back as you're throwing. I think this really starts your entire motion, drives your hips forward. So it's a really good thing. I see a lot of people don't quite get that leg straight, but when you're pulling through, you get to this point here, and then you just drive your knee back and your hips open. And that's what really starts your motion, pulls your hips around, and gets everything going in the right direction. So hope that helps you guys out, and yeah, we'll see if we can throw some shots up the hill.
Hey guys, Corey Ellis here from West Virginia with Team Discraft, and I'm a little different than all these other guys. For controlled shots on the course, I like to use the Force or a Zeus. So for distance shots and distance competitions, I will use an ESP nuke or a Z nuke. For my grip, I use just a standard power grip, just all 3 fingers stacked here, and this one just kind of leads the way. And thumb on top, just in where the rim meets the bottom through the disc there. For a distance tip, I would say I try to tell people to learn how to stand still and throw because it gets your hips engaged in your shot better. So when you're standing still, as long as you're lining yourself upright, you learn that weight shift, and eventually you get that on your run up. So if you can learn from here to here, it'll go a long way when you go to learn your run-up.
Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Level Up. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. If you have any suggestions for future episodes that you'd like us to shoot, leave us a comment down below and we'll catch you next time.